Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome into another early LEGO Star Wars 2020 set review. Today we're going to be looking at two sets in one video just because I don't really think that there's a need to be separating these two sets. I mean, they really go hand in hand, I think, especially because they are both Microfighters and everything. But anyways, they are sets numbers 75263, the Resistance YWing Microfighter, which has 86 pieces, and then we've also got the Kylo Ren Shuttle Microfighter, which is set number 75264, and it has 72 pieces. They both will be retailing for $9.99 USD and $14.99 Canadian. And I was like, just do them together. And we've got a sponsor for today's video, and you know what that means when I have a sponsor. Do you like Star Wars? Do you like Fortnite? Because I like both. And right now, I'm so happy that Fortnite and Star Wars are crossing over again. Even bigger than the tiny one that they did for Jedi Fallen Order. And right now, there's actually 5 skins you can get. There are so many pickaxes and emotes and gliders, and you can get a free one right now just by playing and going on to Fortnite and just going into the lodge and claiming one of the gifts of the Winterfest. So that's really awesome to get a Millennium Falcon glider for free. But anyways, I'm just here to plug my code because you guys absolutely nailed it last time when I did the little sponsor for the Sith Trooper battle pack. And honestly, thank you all so much for those of you who are using my code. And if you want to consider doing it, I'd really appreciate it. And if you want as well, subscribe to the Ashnflash Extra channel, which is where I stream Fortnite and specifically Battlefront 2. I really want to play because they've done this amazing update with new enforcements and hero skins and all that stuff. But anyways, everyone, please consider plugging in my code. I'd really appreciate it. It goes such a long way. You have no idea, but I hope that you don't mind this little plug. And here is the YWing. I figured we'd start with that since it is the first set number, but yeah, it's a good build. I think that it's a good representation of the larger YWing. I'd love to do a comparison in 2020, actually comparing these little microfighters to the real builds, and yeah, I don't know, it's definitely a good representation. You've got some of the classic missiles here that I feel like microfighters are really the only ones still using it. And let's see if I can get a better launch than that. I guess not, but it's fine because it's a bomber, right? Y-wing bomber. And yeah, I don't know. It's a good little build. I like the pink. I don't know why. I think the pink thrusters and everything looks really cool. And I like the build there for the back. That looks really awesome. That's one of my favorite parts when I'm building a Y-wing. But the thruster, the turret here, the gunner can spin a little bit if you are able to turn it. But yeah, they pop off really easily, which is a bit of a shame, so that's kind of a downside, I think. But other than that, I think that it looks quite good, and you just fit Zorion in there, or you could put any other minifigure if you wanted to. And that's what it looks like from above, and nothing too special going on. But again, the only downside, I think, is the turret. But other than that, it's a good build. It's a good representation of the actual Y-Wing. And here is Kylo Ren's shuttle. And I didn't get the original one of the actual big set when it came out for The Force Awakens. So I was glad to be able to get that when The Rise of Skywalker came back. And it's cool to get it here in Microfighter form. And it's just, I think that this is definitely a better set than the other one, simply because the minifigure is like, it's so important and iconic to the movie and everything, and just the overall ship, I think it looks really cool, and actually has like a really cool play feature with the wings being able to open up like that, having it land, and on the bottom here you've got stud shooters, and just overall I think like the thrusters and everything, it just looks really great. And from above you can see what that looks like there, and I don't know, it's just really detailed. I like the black ingots there. I love that they're doing that more and more often. Instead of giving us the tiles, that they're giving us the ingot parts to actually make it a little bit more detailed. And popping off Kylo Ren, you can see there that he's got a control panel there. Again, Zori didn't have anything, so it's cool to have that included in the set, even though he doesn't himself ever pilot this. But still, really good looking build, I think. And here is Zori Bliss, and regardless of how you feel about her in the movie, I think that we can all agree that she looks really cool, and I loved her guns and her blasters and everything. These cool revolver parts I think work really well. I think it would have been better to maybe have them in gold, but that's okay. I think that nonetheless though, her figure design here is amazing. The detail on that torso as well as on the legs looks so stellar, and on the back there looks really cool as well. And it's not the same. The front I think is the exact same, or the detail on the strap is a little bit different there, but besides that it's pretty symmetrical and everything. But here on the back it's again a little different, just with the back belt there. And her helmet is brand new, and the Spoos channel, he actually was the one to point out that kind of looks like the Slave One, doesn't it? With that sticking out, and that's like the gunner, and I don't know, at least in the Fortnite model, he was like, wait a second. But speaking of that Fortnite model, I think that they definitely, instead of giving her a black head because we don't know what she looks like underneath, yeah, I think that it should have been dark red because she actually has like wraps and different things. At least that's what the Fortnite model had, so I think that it definitely could have been improved a little bit better, but I think black works fine. It just, yeah, I wish that she could have had some face printing, but I get why we never got it, right? Because this was made prior to the movie, and we don't know if she takes her helmet off or not. And here is Kylo Ren, and he looks absolutely incredible here, and I love this helmet. I really do. I think that the detail, the red, just looks so amazing. The detail, having it printed on the back is just so great. My only complaint is that you can actually really clearly see his head there. If you just tilt it up a little bit, you can see his entire mouth from the back. So I don't really like that. I think that the helmet needs to be a little bit, I don't know, maybe closed in a bit more. But yeah, I think that it definitely is improved upon when it has a cape. And this minifigure isn't exclusive because of the cape, I guess, makes it different. And it is different than the one from the Shuttle, so it's a downgrade. But in terms of printing and everything, these are all the exact same from The Last Jedi. Nothing here is different. The face print is the exact same. The screaming face print on the back is the same. And it's good. It's a good figure and everything, but it's just like, I don't know, it's just kind of disappointing to me that it is the same in terms of the torso and everything. And I get that his like, I guess his outfit doesn't change, but yeah, I don't know. I would have liked it to be updated, or at least the face print. And the cape itself actually isn't included simply because it would be so creased in actually putting it inside of the shuttle. But the lightsaber here, I think, you know, I really like what they did. Like, I like that they designed this new piece for The Force Awakens. But I've been talking to some people, and I think that we really do need a new lightsaber piece exclusive to every single person, maybe. Like, I just really think that it looks so weird, especially with Kylo Ren, to have that sticking out there, like, above the actual hilt. Like, I think that he definitely could have used a new one or a modified one, and I definitely need to talk about that in like a different video, but I really think that it's time that we get some new lightsaber pieces. Especially, it would be so cool to get a Skywalker one in the same sort of style, but like actually make it special for each character in Jedi. I think that would be really cool. There you have it, everyone. That is the Resistance YWing Microfighter, as well as the Kylo Ren's Shuttle Microfighter, and I think that they're good builds. They're good representations of the larger sets that did come in the first wave. But it's just kind of disappointing to me that these minifigures are actually included, because it really takes away the value and the, I don't know, worth, I think, of those sets. And that's a bit of a shame. I think that these definitely could have come in a third wave. I feel like that's what I said with, like, Finn being included in the TIE Fighter, the Sith TIE Fighter and everything. Is just, I don't know, it's a little strange to me. I feel like these are really cool looking minifigures, and to have them in such cheap sets, it's good for people that can't afford the other ones, but it's like, I don't know, it's kind of strange. But I think the builds here are pretty good overall, and they're good representations. But anyways, everyone, I hope that you did enjoy this video, and I hope that you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.